to my channel. Today I'm here with another installment of What's in My Bag. If you're new to my channel, What's in My Bag is pretty much me putting a bunch of makeup in one bag that I will focus on for the entire month. And the reason why I do this just because I'm constantly trying out different stuff, and sometimes I just want to focus on a few products to kind of give you guys a real solid opinion of it, because a lot of times I try different things out for a review and I won't go back to it at all. So this is kind of my way of just really trying to get through some of my makeup instead of just having things sitting around and not using it. But anyway, everything in this bag is what I will be using for the entire month of May. I did not do a What's in My Makeup bag for April just because I got a little busy last month. And also, if anybody is wondering, I did pick up this makeup bag from Amazon. I will have it linked below. It is actually in stock right now, so if you're interested, definitely click the link because this bag sells out a lot. So yeah, but anyway, y'all, let's just get right into what's in my makeup bag for the month of May. I'm going to start with some primers, and this month I only will be using 3, and the first one I will be using this month is the Smashbox Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer. This also has salicylic acid in it. I've really been enjoying this, and this is the mini size, so I kind of want to finish this up before I actually go out and buy a full size. This is perfect if you have oily skin. And the next primer is the YSL Instant Matte Primer. Unfortunately, this has been discontinued. Y'all know this is like one of my favorite primers, so I kind of want to finish what's left in the tube because I've had this for a while. That I will be using this month is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base Primer. Y'all, I really like it. So time for foundation, and the first one that I will be using this month is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-hour undetectable foundation. I've used this a couple times, but I haven't used it that much. And in this foundation, I have the shade Chestnut. Let's do a quick swatch of it. And this is what Chestnut looks like swatched on my hand. And this is actually a pretty good shade match for me. And the next foundation is the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. Y'all know I'm not a huge fan of Nars, but recently I did wear this foundation in a Foundation Friday video, and I actually really liked how it looked in that video for some reason. I don't know, like it's something about the way it looked. I feel like it was a pretty good shade match. I don't know why the first time I tried it out, I did feel like the undertone was a little too warm for me, but I don't know. Recently, when I did wear it, I actually really liked it for some reason, and I felt like it held up pretty good all day. So I want to try this out again. And also, I'm in the shade Marquises in this foundation. Even though every time I get shade matched to Nars products, I'm always in the shade Macao. That's what's always suggested to me. But I feel like Macao is too yellow. And at one point, I did kind of feel like this was a little too warm. But let me do a quick swatch of it. And this is what it looks like swatched next to the Too Faced foundation. So as you see, it is a little more warm. It kind of looks a little more on. The foundation I will be wearing this month is the Dior Forever Skin Glow. I recently picked this up during the Sephora sale, and I can say, surprisingly, I like this a lot better than the Dior Matte Foundation, the reformulated one. I feel like that one is just not a good foundation, and this one is much better. And I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, just because I thought it was going to be really glowy on me, which it wasn't. This is very skin-like. Only issue with it is that it is orange, and I have the shade 5W, and I actually picked this shade up by accident because I was trying to get 5 in. Actually, let's do a quick swatch of it next to the Nars Light Reflective Foundation. And that's what it looks like swatched. So you have the Dior, Nars, and the Too Faced foundation. Foundation I will be using is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation. I recently wore this. I think I was at like a birthday dinner or something, and I felt like it looked good on me, but then when I looked at the photos of myself, I looked very shiny. Last time I actually wore this, I didn't like it too much, so I don't know, maybe it was the primer I used, or I don't know what it was, but I know the last time I just wasn't too crazy about it. I didn't like how it looked, especially after having it on for like a couple hours. So I want to try this out again before I say I hate it or I really like it. And in this foundation, I have the shade 10.5 Mocha. I might as well swatch this one too, since I swatched all the other ones on my hand. And that is what the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate foundation looks like in the shade 10 Mocha. Okay, so this month I will be using about 4 concealers, and the first one that I will be using is the YSL Touche Eclat High Coverage Radiant Concealer. Excuse the way it looks. I cannot find the top to it, but this is a pretty good concealer. I have the shade 5.5. Let's swatch this on my hand to show y'all what it looks like. This shade doesn't give me like a super bright under eye look. It's more like a natural everyday kind of shade. That's what it looks like. So this concealer is what I will be using, well, one of the concealers I will be using this month. And I'm gonna sit this to the side just because I can't find the top to it and I don't want to put it in the bag. Next concealer I will be using is the Dior Backstage concealer. Y'all, I have a review of this up on my channel. Since that review, I've tried this out maybe 2 or 3 times and I don't like this concealer at all. I feel like it creases on me. I don't like how it blends out. This is just not, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm on the fence. So I really want to wear this month so I could really say whether or not if this is a terrible concealer or a good one. But right now it's leaning more towards terrible. So I'm going to be using this, and I have 2 shades. I have the shades 4W and 5N. So yeah, I'm going to be wearing these a lot more just to come back with a solid opinion. Concealer is the KVD Good Apple. I have a review up of this on my channel, and I have the shade Tan 173. I've worn this a few times. I like it, and I honestly almost forgot about this concealer, so I kind of want to put it to use instead of just having it sit in my setting powders. I will be using the Chanel loose powder, and I have the shade Translucent 3. I've had this for a while, and it's really time to use this before it expires if it hasn't done that already. So this is a really good powder. This is perfect for oily skin. I feel like this is very matte. So yeah, I will use this powder. I pretty much use this all over my face. I don't just use it under my eyes, just in case if anybody's wondering. We'll be using this Huda Beauty powder in the shade Coffee Cake. I like to use this to set my entire face with it. Now I don't really go under my eyes with it too much, but I do like to use this to set my entire face. Next setting powder I will be using, and this is a tried and true powder for me. This is the All Nighter Waterproof setting powder from Urban Decay. I like to use this to set under my eyes, and I also like to carry this with me just in case if I get too oily. And this is a really good powder. Like, I love it. I've had this for a while, and as you see, I'm pretty close to hitting pan on it. This is one of my all-time dependable setting powders. Bronzers and blush, y'all. I'm going to be using the One Size Made for Shade Bronze and Sculpt Trio palette. Right now, y'all, I feel like this palette has me in a chokehold. Like, I've been using it non-stop since I picked it up. And I did a little mini review of this up on my channel, and I have the shade dark. I think it's dark or deep. I don't know, but I do have a review up of this on my channel. So we'll be using this Nars blush and bronzer palette. This is another nice one. I love it. I have the shade Dominate. Y'all, I really like this blush and bronzer palette. It looks really nice. Like, love it. And I like to mix both of these at the same time and put them on my face, and I feel like it looks really pretty. Also, we'll be using the One Size Cheek Clapper Trio. I really like this a lot. I have a review, of course, of this on my channel. Y'all, this is another product that I cannot put down right now. I really like this. I don't really use the cream blush in here that much. I mainly use the powder and this highlighter. Love it. Also, we'll be using my Tom Ford Sheer Highlighting Duo. I'm not a highlighter girl like that, but I did want to use this. I seen Tom Ford recently came out with like a blush palette or something. I don't really think that will work on my skin tone, but this is what that looks like. It looks very similar to that, but this is more of like a blush slash highlighter, and this looks really pretty on deep and dark skin tone. And I will only be using one mascara, and the one I will be using is the YSL Lash Class Mascara. This is a really good one. I'm loving it. This is another product that got me in the chokehold right now. I will only be rotating between 3 lip products. I highly doubt that, but for right now, I'm gonna just start with these 3. And the first one is this Tom Ford lipstick. I got this last year. I think it was part of like their Rose collection or something like that, where the packaging is pink. And this lipstick is in the shade 26 to die for. This is a satin matte lipstick. This is what that looks like. I will be honest, I like a lot of Tom Ford products, but for some reason the lipsticks just don't do it for me. I feel like the quality of them is terrible for the price point. Almost every single Tom Ford lipstick I have, anytime I put a little pressure on it, they snap right in half. So I'm not a huge fan of Tom Ford lipsticks, to be quite honest. That's why you rarely hear me mention anything about the Tom Ford lipsticks. Lip product I will be using is this Dior Lip Maximizer. This is a lip plumper. I've been loving this right now, and I have the shade Bright Coral. I think that's the name of it, 004. I'm actually going to pick up a few more shades of this. That's just how much I like it. Okay, y'all, and the last lipstick I'm going to be wearing is the Gucci Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade They Met in Argentina. I'm not going to swatch this. I have a video up where I'm swatching a few shades. And also my camera has already cut off because it's starting to overheat. So it's time to end this video. But anyway, y'all, that is what's in my makeup bag for the month of May. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And y'all don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.